Hi Aries, this is Anastasia for Amira Salon channel with your 2019 general reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you from Golden Tarot deck. One card will be for love, romance, relationships. Another card would be for career, for job situation, for workplace environment energies. And the third card would be for overall well-being, health, and finances. And also today I would like to complement this reading with one card from this beautiful deck of cards, which is called Spirit Animal Awareness cards. So I begin shuffling the cards for Aries 2019, and the first energy and the card that will symbolize it, we want it for love and relationships. Page of Swords. Looks like fire signs. They will have to stand up for their choices and for their relationships and be competitive, because I just finished a reading for Sagittarius, and there was also sword card there. Two of Coins is the card for career, work, and professional growth, professional matters. And the last card would be for, oh, I love this card, Six of Coins. This is a beautiful card for finances and overall well-being. Okay, so first of all, we can imagine that for many of you who are watching, Page of Swords reflects the situation in your romantic life, in your love relationship, that is not very harmonious at some point, and you will have to find to find peace. That's how I feel about this card. I think that many of you may find themselves jealous about their love partner, and there will be a situation when either you or your love partner could be jealous about you as well. You will have to defend your position. You have to explain your behavior. You have to explain your motivation. There will be a couple of conflicts, and because we have a page, right? Page is first of all a card of news coming your way. So most likely there will be a situation when you won't be quite happy about, because either you will be jealous, like I said, or you will be accused of not being faithful to your partner. And there will be some kind of news when coming from other people about your partner, and this is the horrible thing, because, like, can you imagine, you feel so happy about your relationship, and you don't think about bad things, and all of a sudden someone from your close circle, they're saying, oh, you know what, I saw your lover with somebody else. And you will have to decide whether you want to take it for truth, or you want to bring it to the table and discuss it with your partner, or you would have to kind of swallow this accusation, and you will be, that's the image that I'm having right now. You will have to decide whether you want to proceed, whether you want to take further this accusation of your partner and start communicating your concerns about that. And there will be a couple of not very pleasant conversations, and there will be situation when you feel quite, how to say, you will have a dilemma. Swords, they usually show dilemmas and intellectual battles, and battles that are coming around in our mind, and there will be a couple of sleepless nights when you will be all the time creating these dialogues with your partner, either complaining about them or trying to defend yourself, and it will be about cheating or jealousy or kind of mistrust issues, and you will have to make a choice. You will have to either believe your partner, or your partner has to decide if they want to believe your defensive stories. So in terms of advice, I will say, try to find a compromise. Try to not take every information for granted before you get into any conflict or argument related to this possible situation of possible cheating in your love life. Try to sort out imagination, or maybe not very good intention coming from the person who is your informant about the situation, about your partner, and try to take your time and observe things going on in your relationship. And if everything is okay, if I were you, I wouldn't even bring it to the table. But if your doubts and your fears can be in some way proved by your observations, I would start talking about these issues and try to do it lovingly. Although we have a sword card, swords in this case, the positive side of a sword card is that you have to cut off unnecessary things that are not necessary for going on with your relationship in harmony. So sort things out and try to be patient with either whatever comes, whatever situation is there that you are not happy about in your love relationship. Talking about more generally about partnership, there could be also friendship situation when your close friend is kind of laying you down, and you won't be happy about that. And again, try not to cut this relationship too soon. Be patient. Nobody is perfect. It could be you that could be not very happy about somebody else's behavior, and you could be also a person who can bring concerns with your behavior to somebody else who is in close relationship with you. So whatever is a conflict between two people who are close to each other, this card says, first of all, check the news if the information is trustworthy, is coming from a trustworthy source, and then communicate your concerns with a lot of care, with a lot of patience, and then you can put up this conflict in at the very beginning. So that would be the best strategy for you in love and romance situation or scenarios. I also feel there is someone who is watching. You are an adult child who wants to move out from their parents' house, and because you just lose your patience to be influenced by your parents' choices and their lifestyle, it could bring a lot of emotional issues in your family life. But try to make this work well, and try to kind of soothe your parents' feelings by saying, you know what, it's not because I hate your lifestyle, it's just because I want to become a little bit more independent. I love you so much. I appreciate whatever you do for me, or you did for me in the past, or you will be doing for me in the future. But I really would like just to sort out my own issues. I would like to try to live independently. So that's how I feel about someone who is watching. It's also love. It's also a matter of love. Our parents, they bring the first kind of energy of love to our lives. So try to be caring. Try to be a caring child. And as a parent, try to understand that your child is not your property, right? And they do want to try their hand at living independently, and to test their maturity. So please don't be don't take the situation with a heavy heart, with hard feelings. Two of coins in the place for work reading. For Aries who is watching, could be a good sign that first of all you guys won't be out of work. You will be working hard. You will be balancing a couple of jobs. You will be working for either for two companies, or you will be having you can be self-employed along with employment with a company. And you have to keep the balance because of course your bank account will be growing, which is good. Two jobs means you can double your income, but at the same time try not to pick up the jobs that are kind of, you will be working too hard, but there is no much reward for that. So pick up the jobs that really add up to your account, not just making you busy, right? Because I feel for someone who is watching, you are trying to get as many jobs as you possibly can. And we know that fire signs, they're capable of doing that. They have a lot of energy. They're adventurous. They think, oh, I'm strong as a horse. I can do everything. But there is some energy of warning coming from this card for some of you who are watching, that you should pick up only the jobs that or workplaces that are good for you and that really bring success and appreciation. That's how I feel. Yeah, you have to balance a lot of job descriptions, a lot of responsibilities at a time. Yeah, just try to keep everything in balance. If you're not, if you're out, if you are just looking for a job, please apply for many places, and most likely you will get offers from several workplaces, which is always good. So it's nice to have a choice. Also, there is a ship there at the back. Don't be surprised to receive an offer from overseas or from a different city or location, and be open-minded. Be open to any possibility that you have to move. And for many of you who are engaged in two jobs, you will be commuting a lot. Yeah, so you will be like a squirrel in this wheel, which is good. Again, for fire signs, it's not a bad sign, because Aries would like to be everywhere at once, right? So it's good for spending your fire energy for your own good, and it would be a lot of skills that you will need to demonstrate, and you will have to add to the skills that you already have and experiences that you already have, add on some new skills to become successful. Okay, and finally we have a very beautiful card, Six of Coins, in the place for overall well-being and finances. And of course, good news is this card shows abundance and so much money coming to your bank account that you will be ready to share, and you can actually invest in some loans. If you're playing stocks or whatever, you can invest some money, but please be wise. Don't use all your possessions, all your assets. And you can actually help, as a parent, you can help your children, and maybe it relates to this scenario when your adult child would like to move out, so you can help them with finances, maybe invest into their studies, school, or start in the first job. You can also invest in business if you're thinking about being self-employed. Remember, resonating with this card, if you want to add up to your bank account working independently along with your day job, you can invest money into building your own self-employed business, and it would be good. What I like about this card, like these pentacles and coins, they're there coming to you from heaven. So it's a very good sign that because you're a hard worker, Aries. You worked so hard and you're ready to share and continue working and invest in your energy into much work and many jobs at once. The heaven is kind of rewarding you, your generosity, with abundance, prosperity, and extra money coming to you, which is always good. The only warning of this card is not to overspend and not to overwork. Talking about health, this card can warn against sharing too much of your energy with family members or people who you're helping with something important. So don't overshare. Can I say that? I feel that some of you will be exhausted by working for a lot of time, working extra time, helping everybody who is, helping. That's how I hear it. The message is don't first, okay, help others wisely and begin with yourself. That's how I feel about this advice that I'm kind of hearing right now for some of you. So don't overestimate your power, strength, and overall health, because I can see that someone will be asking for medical help in terms of nervous breakdown, or your energy will be depleted and you will have to build up, like recharge your batteries, so to speak, particularly by the end of the year. So don't overdo with your adventurous spirit, of your spirit of generosity, of sharing. Make sure you are helping people not only with money, but also with your time, with strategies, you know, because if you start giving them money, they will be asking only for more money and doing nothing, right? So how much of help is that? So be wise. And finally, I will pick up the card for Aries for 2019, a spirit animal card. Aries 2019. Eagle. It's so much of an Aries energy, I would say. Eagle. So let me read the positive side. Powerful presence, wisdom. See, wisdom. That's how I feel about the overall, like the key concept, the key value for 2019. You have to be wise. Big picture. Look at the big picture. Enlightenment, autonomy, freedom. Autonomy and freedom. It resonates with this situation. Courage, prayer, spiritual healing. And spiritual healing refers to situations when maybe you feel, you don't feel very strong about some situations in your love life or in your career or workplace. You really have to do some spiritual healing. Don't overestimate your energy potential, right? And you have to look into spiritual world of spiritual energy that will give you inner strength to move on with all your projects and creative adventures. Now let's look at shadow side of Eagle card. Aloof, abuse of power, prideful ego, and bullying. Oh, it's so much about Aries shadow side. You guys like to be pushing people too much because you think you're right? It's so obvious. Aries is always right. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. Aries has the power. Aries has the energy. Listen to Aries. Listen to me. And Aries pushes, imposing their values, their views into any situation and other people. And I think it's pretty much resonates with our Page of Swords card. So don't push hard because you can lose your partners. If you're too jealous about whatever you observe or some kind of information coming to you, you can be losing your partners if you're too harsh, if you're pushing too hard for them to take your side. Try to to be objective as much as possible. Try to be less judgmental. Try to remember that also Aries is one of the brightest, wonderful signs of the whole zodiac. You are just a human being and you can be wrong. And if you think that you're always right, it's a diagnosis. It's a sickness, right? Because it's not true. So value and respect other people's point of view and find compromise and show your care, show your positive side, your wisdom more than your negative side, like being a bully, being a predator. That's how I feel. But it's a beautiful, beautiful card. You're like an eagle. You can spread your wings and fly in 2019 Aries. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so I wish you well. I hope that there is some wise advice coming from cards for all of you who is watching. And if you want a more detailed reading, please book a personal reading using the Amira Salon's channel links. And other than that, I wish you well. I enjoyed looking at your scenarios, and you're most welcome to interpret the cards the way how you most resonate with them. Thanks again. I wish you well. Bye bye.